Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style, and now natural hair care. So if you are into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to go over my natural or my skincare routine for the morning and the night. It is 3:30, so I will show you my night skincare routine, and then I will wake up in the morning and film and show you my morning routine. So there are a couple of things that I do just kind of want to go over. The first thing is I want to make sure that I am being transparent with this video. That's why you will see me standing outside. And as a matter of fact, let's get into a little bit more sun, because like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible. This is what my skin looks like. I have on Nivea face cream, and then I have on Nivea sunscreen. Whenever you walk outside, or if you're trying to battle hyperpigmentation, which is something that I just learned, is you need to be wearing sunscreen. So as you can see, I do have a little bit of texture on my skin. This is what it looks like up close, front, side. You see that I am a very hairy individual, and this is what it looks like on this side as well. So like I said, I want to be fully transparent. The other thing I want to bring to your attention as far as this video is concerned is that if you are looking for like a complex skincare regimen, if you are looking for something that's like 15 and 20 steps, this is not that. Whenever it comes to my face, I try to keep it as simple as possible. And I'm of the mindset that simple is more or less is more, because I kind of feel like the more you put on your face, the more that you do to your face, the more you are going to have to do to, I guess, combat the breakouts, or the more you're going to have to do to maintain the natural glow of your skin, okay? The other disclaimer, makeup. I will say this 100 times, not in this video, but I've said it 100 times before, and I will always say it because there's always someone who makes the comment. I have no issue with any woman that chooses to wear makeup. That's just not my thing. I've been on YouTube University, I've tried it. Makeup and I just don't get along. I either look like a raccoon or I look like I've had a long night. Whenever I get dressed, I'd much rather spend that time with my hair and figuring out what it is I'm going to wear. Plus, the way that I was raised, which you guys have heard me say before, I was always raised to live in my natural beauty. But I have no issues, no qualms with anyone who wants to wear makeup, okay? So let's kind of go into my skin just in general. So as a teenager, I never had, yes, I went through puberty, but I never had like the acne issues. I never had cystic acne. I know for a lot of adults now, they have been diagnosed with cystic acne and also adult acne. I have never had those issues. A breakout for me is literally one pimple, okay? I do not have oily skin. I do not have dry skin. It's literally right in the middle, okay? The other thing is that whenever it comes to my hair, and just in general, when it comes to natural hair, when it comes to relaxed hair, when it comes to products in your hair, you may notice that a lot of women who wear their hair down and always kind of have it in their face, that they kind of break out right here and right here. And that's just really because the products in their hair might not agree with the skin on their face, or the actual synthetic strands that are consistently brushing up against their face don't agree with their skin either. Whenever you see my hair, even when it's out, it is typically pulled back like it is now, okay? So we went over skin conditions. I've never had skin issues. That is genetics, but it's also diet. So let's kind of go into my diet. In high school, so like 2006, 2007, my mother and I stopped eating pork. In 2014, I went gluten-free, and then in 2017, I stopped eating chicken and turkey. So ever since then, I have dubbed myself a salmonitarian. Yes, I made that up. Basically, it just means all I eat is salmon. That is my favorite fish to eat. I absolutely love salmon. I will eat trout whenever we go to Bonefish or whenever we order it. And then I will eat snapper whenever David cooks it. As far as my fruits and vegetables, I love both. I also love rice. I am Jamaican. You give me rice and some type of gravy, I can eat white and brown rice every single day. But my favorite vegetables, raw cucumbers, raw carrots, I love asparagus, I love Brussels sprouts, I love corn, I love collards, I love kale. Fruits, grapes, strawberries, mango, soursop, sugar apple, cherries, blueberries. I could sit in my movie room and eat an entire bag of cherries and be fine, okay? I try to keep my diet very, very simple, very streamlined, as healthy and as natural as possible. Now, we all have our vices, we all have our weaknesses. For me, my weakness is chocolate and ice cream. You give me a chocolate scoop of ice cream, Jimmy sprinkles, chocolate sauce, and a chocolate brownie, I'm done. I'm over it. I could eat the entire thing. Sit it in front of me and I will eat the entire thing. So 2 things I do want to point out as I have gotten older that I have noticed. When it comes to sugar, I have noticed that as I have gotten older, when I consume too much sugar, I will have a breakout. And again, you heard me say what a breakout is for me. A breakout is 1 pimple. So that kind of lets you know that I kind of need to rein in the sugar intake. And then also the next thing is period. You already heard me say that as far as, puberty and as far as periods, I didn't really have those issues. But you will hear, women of a certain age, or you will hear women say that they will either break out before, during, or after their period. For me, as I have gotten older, again, a breakout is like 1 pimple. I've noticed that sometimes I will get a pimple right before my period. It's never consecutive. It's never like 3 periods in a row. It might happen, in January, and then it might happen again in April. So my skin is pretty normal, but like I said, I wanted to be very transparent with this video and kind of just give you a brief synopsis of my skin. So I will see you a little bit later when I go upstairs and I will show you my nighttime routine. Oh, also, if you have any questions about my skin or about the skincare routine, like if you feel like I left something out in this synopsis, just put it down below. Okay, you guys, so it is about 9 o'clock and I'm going to show you my skincare routine for nighttime. It's literally 4 products, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of wet my face because like I told you before, I have on Nivea cream and then I have on Nivea sunscreen. So I use this to actually cleanse my face. If you would have seen my other skincare video, you would know that I actually use this soap right here. I found it to be a little harsh, so now I use this on my body. It is by Herbal, and it is, I believe, the charcoal soap. I found it to be a little harsh, not necessarily breaking out, but I found that after I used this, my skin was a little red. So now I just use this on my body. So the first thing, like I said, I will do is I will go ahead and wet my face just to kind of break up what is already on my face. I will cleanse with this, and then I will use a toner, then I will use a retinol, and then I will put the Nivea back on my face. Okay, now that I have washed and cleansed my face, I'm going to put a toner on. I use these Chanel cotton wipes. They are the most fluffiest, softest thing that you will ever feel. And then I use Thayer's facial toner. It has witch hazel with aloe vera in it. I will let that sit for about 30 seconds and then I will move on to my retinol. So the retinol that I use was actually gifted to me by Verse, and that's the real reason why I use it. I did look up the ingredients. It is fine. Typically, whenever you read the ingredients for retinol, you're supposed to use it at night, but make sure you follow up with a moisturizer, okay? So really you just take it off, a couple of pumps. I put it right here on my cheeks. Go across the chin, go on this cheek, on my neck. And then for this particular one, it says let it sit for a minute. So I let it sit for about a minute and then I will move into my moisturizer, which I stated before is the Nivea cream. Okay, that has dried. So now I am going to use the Nivea cream for a moisturizer. My mother uses this, so I use it. I've never had any problems with it. If you think my skin is flawless, my mother's skin is even more flawless. So I just take it right here, right here, right here. a little on the nose, some on the chin, and then on my neck. And I always go in an upward motion. Of course, on my forehead, I just do it this way, but then I go in upward motion as far as it's considered on my cheeks. Now, some people said that they find that this is too thick. I have never had any issues with it. And to the people who say that it is too thick, you might be using too much. One tub probably could last me 6 months. I typically get it from Target. But yeah, you're probably using too much, or your skin might just not be able to take it. You will find that some people's skin can take heavier products and some people can't. You might need to be a little bit lighter. Just make sure that everything is rubbed in. And that is it. The other thing that I do want to bring to your attention is a pillow by the name of Blissy. In the comments or in the community, you guys have been talking about how my skin is like glowing, and I literally have not done anything else. The only other thing that I can think of, which of course all of these products will be linked down below, is my Blissy pillow. If you haven't seen the commercials, if you haven't seen, all of the rave reviews, I will say this, it feels absolutely wonderful to lay on. I know that some of the comments or some of the rave reviews are talking about, like, one woman's husband asked her, like, did she get a facelift? You would notice if your wife had a facelift. Like, she would come home and there would be some scars and things like that. But I absolutely love the Blissy pillow, and that's another thing that I do want to quickly discuss. You need to be careful about, and I talk about it with my hair as well, the texture of your pillowcase matters. And the reason why I'm saying that is you can see my skin is kind of shining a little bit. You want to make sure that not only is your face being covered with the moisturizer, but you also want to make sure that your pores and your skin is open to where you will allow the actual moisturizer to seep into your skin. If you are laying on like a cotton pillow or something that is like very drying, it's going to do just that. A lot of people say that when they wake up, especially with sleeping on a cotton pillow, they find that their skin is very dry. That's because that 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute skincare routine that you just spent so much time on, all those products that you spent the money on, is being rubbed off and is seeping into the actual cotton pillow. So do I think the Blissy pillow alone has helped me with my glowing skin? No. I think with the Blissy pillow coupled with my diet and then just my very simple skincare routine is probably giving me the glow that you guys have noticed, okay? So, what time is it? Babe, what time is it? It's 9:02. I think I started this, I can't remember, but I will put it, there'll be a timestamp right here. My skincare routine is very, very, very simple. Like I've said before, I believe in less is more. Really, the only other thing that I want to bring to your attention is this Model Off-Duty pumpkin/cranberry hyaluronic acid, marilla, and jojoba oil. This is supposed to help restore your eyes. I have bags. I've lived with it. I was blessed with bags at the tender age of 30, and I have been trying to find products that kind of help me combat that, because when I wake up, I feel as though that I am rested. So I will put this on my eyes in the morning and also at night. To be honest, I don't think it's working. The only reason I'm using it is because it was $40 and I need to use it because I bought it. So I will go ahead and put this on, and then I will just go ahead and get in bed and relax with David. But yeah, that is my skincare routine for the nighttime, and I will see y'all in the morning. All right, good morning. So it is 9:30. We are going to do the simple skincare routine for the morning time. Again, it is just 4 products. So like I did before, I will just wet my face, and then I will use the CeraVe right here. Okay, so we have washed the face, we have cleansed the face. Now we're going to put on a toner. So again, it's the same Chanel cotton pad. And then again, it is also the Thayer's toner, the facial toner. Okay, skin is dry. So again, this is the Nivea cream. I put it on my forehead. I put it right here, right here, right here, right here, and then some right here. Wait for that to set a little bit. So I will go ahead and close this. And then lastly, we will add a sunscreen. So this is the Nivea Sun Super Water Gel SPF 50. I love this stuff. And there is no white cast. Okay, so like I said, that was my skincare routine. Very simple, very basic. I'm standing out here because, like I said, I want to be very transparent and I'm trying to give you the best depiction of what my skin looks like. So my skin has been washed and moisturized, and this is what it looks like. Side, front, and the other side. So there are just two things that I do want to point out. So as far as my sunscreen is concerned, I do want to try the Black Girl sunscreen. Each time that I go to Target, it is sold out, so I might just have to go on their website, or I think it's also available on Amazon. And then the other thing that I do want to point out is fragrance. Whenever it comes to like fragrance, I do not put it on my face. So if it's like a lotion, a moisturizer, anything that has fragrance, I don't put it on my face. Perfumes and fragrances on your face are a no-no, okay? So like for instance, the cherry almond Jergens that I use for my body, I would never put that on my face. It has way too much fragrance. And typically when you start talking about fragrances, you start talking about oils, synthetic oils, preservatives, and all of that, okay? So I just wanted to point out those two things. Like I said before, if you have any questions, just put them down below. I just want to remind you that here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And then of course, you know, right here, I will put my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.